Hello, 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 good evening. I hope everyone's just fine. We are just logging in. Hello. I hope we are just fine here on our broadcast we're having tonight. I'm so happy to see you and so glad. Our Friday night. This is our suspected Friday night, and let me share that we are having here now our connection so we can still come together with some other friends, some other people who would like or need to get a message from their angels. And also, if you want to practice your English, it's just more than fine. So excellent. We are having, I'm sorry, our broadcast, and I'm hoping that everyone is just starting to be sharing with us. Excellent. We are just sharing that we are just broadcasting. Excellent. And I hope everyone's just fine. Hello, Fabita. Good evening, Fabita. Good evening, Fabita. Um, and before we start, of course, we have to shuffle the cards. Fabita, hello, hello. I hope everyone's just fine. We're just logging in. We're starting our broadcast. We are just sharing our Friday night with our tarot reading, and we also are going to see what's going to come on the month of August, because we are going to have tomorrow a portal that is going to help us with our creativity, with our assertiveness, but also is going to help us to be bold and to be daring. So that's going to be awesome, because tomorrow morning we are going to start feeling this energy that maybe we can share with too many people. If you were having doubts about leaving or jumping a situation that you needed to face, and you needed to say, okay, I'm just up to change my life. So this is our broadcast. This is our chance to get our lives, putting them together and having everything in a more balanced way. Excellent. We are just starting to complete our people that are coming here tonight. Excellent. And we are having a reading, or Friday night reading. Hi, my Patty Ortega. Good evening. Hello, hello. And I'm hoping everyone's just fine. And well, of course, it was a week. What a week. It was a week with many different topics, and we are changing with many different schemes, because we are now putting, for example, Venus is touching and just entering the sign of Cancer. And with Venus in this part, is going to be like everyone is must have been feeling as if I am home. But what about it? Are we really feeling like we are at home? You missed me last week. Yes, last week it was something that I needed to check, because my daughter needed to go to the dentist, and also we had to prepare her, and one of her teeth, one of her tooth, I'm sorry, had uh, something that needed to be cured, and now everything's just fine. But she was having these headaches, and well, just she needed to be checked. We also checked everything, and well, it took more than we thought, because it was a little complicated, but now everything just fine. What's going on, Patty? What's going on, Fabi? Everything is going to turn into different places, because also Mercury is going into Leo sign. And also the conversation here is, what about feeling daring? What about feeling bold? What about feeling creative? What about just breaking some other thoughts that we needed to change And we are ready to understand that those changes are going to be so helpful because we are going to be spending our time advancing more and faster each time because we're going to there to give ourselves the chance to have a leap of faith. That so sounded leap of faith is going to bring us the joy, the happiness, the of course some glad circumstances that are going to help us feel great. That is going to be also. Yes, Patty. Yes, I thought that maybe you were thinking that it was about me. Well, it wasn't all about me. A little piece of me was having this check with the dentist, but now, well, everything is just fine. Thank you so much, Patty. Thank you so much. Well, let's just start that tomorrow we're going to have our Lionsgate portal. Is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But what else is going to come during the month? Well, we're going to have also the change of Uranus. Uranus is speaking in the same amount of energy as Aquarius because Uranus it's planet and it's going to be of different changes in the way of perspectives that we are seeing or family rules that the way we are seeing or of or offices or maybe our professional relations they are going to be changing and also the economy or own economy is going to be changed and the way that I am thinking or seeing that my economy is going to be used is going to change also and I need to check that also according to what I feel in my heart according to my couple if I'm going to be changing that because I'm going to be aware of something different something extra that I needed to check that something happened in the past and I need to complete that puzzle in order for me to see what was that I'm aware now that I am also able to comprehend and to understand. I'm widening and opening my third eye. I'm going to give myself some different chances of giving myself the impulse to just to move forward, just to let go and to advance. And it's going to be so great because we're going to see some different perspectives from dancing all together as if we are all just with our hands together and we're going to be pulling ourselves maybe not as kind of people just manifesting what they wanted to say and not from the struggle. Maybe some other people may be struggling with this idea of breaking change, of breaking rules, of breaking old habits because they are going to see themselves that they are able to break all those chains that were having them present in the places or in the offices or in the relationships even that they needed to come away to come across also and to see themselves just leaving those places. It's going to be so great. Well, also we're going to have with this Uranus going backwards. It's going to last until the mid January from 2021 and it's going to be something different from us because we are going to check like yes I knew that this was going to happen but I didn't know when and this kind of information from the past is going to help us advance so we are going to understand that we are living in the present but I need the information from the past to understand my present so I can get in touch with my future and that future is going to come clear in January. It's going to be as clear, as lighted, as abundant, as also aware. I'm going to become aware. Imagine yourselves that if maybe you are having just the tip of the light of a candle because that little fire is going to be burning on your third eye and it's going to be burning because it's just the knowledge that you are receiving. You are being enlightened as Buddha would say and we're going to receive that information because now we are able to understand what was it for and what is the situation that I'm being called to move forward, to advance, and to leave my past behind because I am not able and I am not allowed to continue just telling me the same old story because I need to step up and I need to go and move. And that would be so great. So, what is it that is going to come also? Well, we're going to see ourselves again. We're going to have ourselves or a new moon that is going to be at the end of the month on the sign of Virgo. And Virgo is going to bring us with discipline, is going to bring us disintoxication. We're going to detox ourselves. We're going to practice also some meditation techniques. They are going to help us to keep ourselves balanced. And also, we're going to understand many of the different healing techniques we can use during different parts of the year. And also, how can I get in touch with my emotions so I can clean them, so I can just step ahead from different situations that were toxic. And I knew they were toxic, but I was not ready to leave them or to be separate from them. And I'm going to be ready to understand why was I there, why was that situation set, so I was able to understand and to evolve now. And now I am ready to teach this same situation to someone different that maybe is not aware, that needs to be jumping from this situation too, because I am doing it now, and maybe I'm going to be a future teacher for someone else, and that is going to be helpful for them, also for me. I'm going to turn myself with some more empathy, and I'm going to be touching myself with a little more compassion, because I'm going to be speaking to myself as if I was talking to me when I was living this situation. But instead of doing it from just the judgment or just pointing out my finger at me, I'm going to be sending all this energy and positive perspective, and I'm going to send it in a clearer way, in a more sensible way. Great. So, Patty, tell me, what about your questions? What is it that you would like to have your answers tonight? Fabi, what is it that you would like to have your answers tonight? So we can go in order. Let me just pick up our card that this was here. And let's start with our activation card for tonight. Oh, wow. And now we're going to be with coherence. The same thing that I am speaking, the same thing that I am feeling, the same thing that I am thinking, that is the perspective of the coherence. And let me share with you. The frequency of the coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. So we are ready to comprehend and to create this new reality based on what we think, on what we feel, and what it's also belonging to us in the same perspective as we are just connecting with those. You've found lots of resistance? Wow! So you think that the car is right? Yes. And it's on your reflection. Yes, Patty. Let me see if we can see this. And it's not going to fall there. There is not falling down. Excellent. Yes, it's just a great reflection. So it's going to be great. Fabita, you need to know, what do you have to do with JC or Aryan boy? Let's see what are the things that are coming from the past. And we're going to use the 3 cards tonight. Why not? Let's just play along. First of all, why is it in the past? Wow! Because of a baby you are together, but what was it in the past? The need of a project. A baby, it's just like that, the energy of the baby, but also it means a project. It would be, what about just making a family coming together, and that is going to move us forward, but also is the feeling of having a project that is going to help us moving forward, in order for us to understand that we have something in common that we are sharing, but it's going to be like our secret, it's going to be like our project that nobody else may know, that nobody else may understand, but you and anyone else needed to know. It's just you, and you're understanding why the situation is just changing. And also, look here, Zadkiel is giving you solutions. So whatever that you were thinking that it wasn't possible, well, it means that success that comes from objective compromise is self-control and patience and forgiving and healing energy Of course, you are ready to change, Fabi. You are ready just to give into something completely different with now the way you are dealing with this relationship. And look, the activation card is for the realization. And this realization is going to be turning into something that you are enjoying. Just leave it that way. Yes, you are enjoying. Yes, you're letting yourself being loved. Yes, just something like that. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So it's going to be huge. Great expression, great expression. Hi, Ceci. Thank you so much, Ceci. I'm so glad to see you. Patty, your question is, what can you do to motivate your teachers to have fun and do their work with love and make them more dynamic classes? Excellent. And let me give you a piece of advice, Patty. Remind them what was it like to be a kid. Remind them what was it like to play with video games. And more or less that same idea that they are going to be doing something for their children. What about Sesame Street? What about Muppets? Maybe they can use these kind of symbols because they can do their classes with something extra, with something different. Yes, they are not going to be all together in the same classroom, but they need to be something. They need to be doing something really great. What about some meetings with students? And maybe what about sharing their lunch? Yes, they are eating, they are having their lunch, and we are seeing ourselves in the broadcast, and maybe we can see different perspectives, right? Or maybe what about watching a movie but in little groups? So in different parts of the movie, then you are going to say, okay, group one is going to turn off the movie now, because we're going to let them recreate the part that you were seeing 5 minutes from the movie, 10 minutes from the movie, but they need to recreate, and they are going to send us the video. I hope I'm making myself clear here with this. It's going to be completely different. So what you need to do, and you have to deal here in the past, is about going to Asia. Okay, so going to Asia is also being thinking about the intemporality, and also the way they feel attached to something that needs to be changing. I understand that the idea they are having is like, oh no, again, everything is going virtual, and I am not feeling okay because I dislike, because I'm not used to it. Okay, and those feelings are correct, and those situations are right. But now we are stepping into it, and we need to put it forward. We are not being asked if we like it or not. We are just setting it, and we are doing it. So I need to understand that there was a time when we were all together in classroom. Now we're going to change this way. We're going to do it in something different. And someone is not taking anything from ourselves. It's going to be changing, and we need to be adapting into a new different era of different ways of teaching. And also, when I am attached to my classroom, to my apple, to my books, to my piece of chalk, maybe that I am also aware with my marker. When I am aware that I am able to work with children and their minds, I'm just remembering what was it like for me when I was a child, and when I was just setting all my attention to my teacher, and that teacher just needed to download the information so I could get it. So what about those things? They are tools that I'm sure they have, but this is going to be completely different. How can we explain students to have confidence in them, to be themselves and let them express themselves about going to the universe, or visiting the moon, or checking in a rocket that they can go as high as they want? They are not going to be doing it if we are still on solid ground. Yes, they need to move forward. So we are having here the seven of Raphael. Here we're speaking that there are many different illusions that need to be changed. And here the card is telling you time to make a decision, be clear on what you want and take action, and need for a detox. So that would be also great. And look, so you're connecting in a higher realm. Patty, this is not going to be just something just because. You are connecting in a higher realm. Gaia is answering you. Being a teacher is being a mother that is going to be helping them, showing them, giving them the knowledge. But the mom also is about love. Teacher is giving them the love with wisdom. Okay. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother, to the universe that birthed us all. So this is going to be huge to you. This is going to be so, so huge. Yes, you need to touch hearts. Yes, that's so, so true. Thank you, Fabita. Virtual classes take longer to be prepared. I understand that they take longer to be prepared, but also they can improvise. So they don't need that much to improvise, and they can watch as many videos as they may, and they can tell their students, okay, you're going to watch this link and then you are going to act it again. And that is going to be the way I'm going to be sure that you watched it and that I'm going to be able to grade you. So you can use someone else's job or someone else's entertainment in a different perspective. Yes. And you are getting paid with less money. Wow. So we are all moved to do it completely different, and we have to accept it. Yes. So it's going to be in a new way of adaptation. Nothing will be the same, but yes, that's for sure. Practice makes it perfect. Yes, of course, Ceci, I completely agree with you. They could do extra classes too if they wish. Yes, maybe. Fabita, so you are together because of a project from the past? Yes. And now you should enjoy your time with him? Yes. And just enjoy the things the way they are? Yes. And realizing, just coming to realization that yes, you are setting everything in the course that needs to be done. You are enjoying themselves, you're enjoying the time you're spending together, you're enjoying even the laughter, the way you are just coming into different jokes or sharing a cup of coffee, for example. You are enjoying themselves, and that is a great project because I'm setting a project where I can live with my couple as happy as I want, as enjoyable as I want, as graceful as I want. Yes, so it's going to be just a delight to you. Silvita, good evening. I love you so, so deeply much. Silvita, please tell me, would you like to have something answered to you or to your husband or maybe Tia China or I don't know? And please remember to give a thumb up, please. Here on our videos because we're just starting. Yes, of course, Ceci, you could have your wonderful message. What about the topic? Ceci, what about your topic? Patty, you love teaching and you are inviting them to have fun, to make mistakes and discover a new world. Yes, and you'll see, when we were children, or we as child, we as getting myself also involved with the teaching environment, we were playing as kids to becoming teachers, on becoming teachers. So if we were playing those things, why not just sharing the joy or the fun or the way we were downloading the information to our students? Because it's going to be great. Yes, the pay is less. Yes, we're going to be setting different perspectives and different ways of teaching. Yes, it's not something to be scared of. It's something to be daring. And it's going to be also pulling me and telling me if this is the right path that I am feeling myself happy with. So it's going to be huge. The real teachers that are there because they love what they do, they are going to do some many great things. if there are teachers that are set there just to be a teacher or someone that is downloading information but is not just enjoying what they are doing, those are the ones that are going to clash first, and they are going to say, okay, I'm quitting because I cannot do this anymore. Okay, it's going to be great. You're an open book. Excellent, Sylvie. Ceci. Excellent, Ceci. You are an open book. Let's see, what about your past? What about the past situation that you are dealing here? Ooh, with the knights. And we are healing it with the cavalry. What about this and the medieval times? In the medieval times, you were dealing with situations that there were many different people just coming together to fight or to defend a king or a kingdom. In that way, when you were having some struggles, when you were having some fights, you needed to take advantage of your knowledge so you could win to the other side. Yes? As I recall, Ceci, in your family, there are some militaries involved in your family, and maybe this cavalry thing is coming so close to these people that are in the military jobs. So this is going to be helpful to you to be thinking, oh, I am just evolving from a different situation that needed to be crossed out or changed or moved, even if I need to go away, but that is going to be something that I need to face. Why? Because you are having here the page of Ariel, and it's going to tell you here, without a doubt, that you are being clever, you are being realistic, you are understanding that you are having this balance in order for you to see what is it, what is better for you, what is best to you and your family. And let me share the message that is coming here in the card. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you: scholarships or the pursuit of education and time to get to work. Wow! Maybe you're going to be teaching your students or your family or some people that are coming from the military from the military places. And look, you're having the card of the allowance. Just let yourself go. Ceci, just remember, be daring, be bold. It's going to be different because now you're going to teach the army, you're going to teach the navy in something different. Yes, and they are going to be able to understand, and they are going to be opening their eyes and their ears just to hear you, just because you are teaching them how to do the things in a different perspective. And let me share the card of the allowance and the activation. The frequency of the allowance invite us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, and without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So this is going to be just great. Ceci, just let yourself be teaching them and tell them this is going to be completely different. So it's going to be great. Silvita, a message about whatever I want. Okay. Please give me your thumbs up. Please, 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 please give me your thumbs up, because if you are enjoying this reading, we are going to have more people coming together. Yes. So Silvita, what is happening in the past? In the past, you were thinking about the trees and the connection with the trees. Also checking in your past life situation. Trees are connected with our root, with our earth, just like that in the planet. But also, I was able to climb them because I wanted to see perspectives in different ways, and I wanted to understand to believe that everything was going to be different. I needed to be on the top of the tree because those were the places where the leaves were so close to me, and I wanted or I needed to feel the air in my face, or the air just crossing my face and sending me to different perspective or places. And also the smell from the leaves, they are telling me that some other things were coming into a new different perspective. The trees are also telling you about protection. Trees also are connected with the energy of the father. They are protecting. They are also setting places as protectors. When you enter, for example, or when we enter to a park, there is always, always, always a huge tree in front of the door of the park, or just entering that park, you're going to see a tree that is bigger than the other. And that is the main protector from the park. Okay. Also, you are having here the Queen of Ariel. She is telling you about being so lovely and also so generous, taking in account everything that you've been working from and getting your money and your payment. Also, sharing it with all your family, with the people you are so close together. And it's telling you, nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. And now you are seeing, Silvita, that everything is coming like, yes, you are setting your life into a new, different perspective. And look, the activation card for this reading is the prosperity card. Ouch! My friend, now you're making more money. Of course you are. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sync. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. So this is going to be just more than great. You are opening yourself into a new way, in a new perspective of learning and sharing and just feeling yourself, giving that everything is going to be better. And you have this perspective. You've been like feeling it. You've been like touching it. And maybe you were thinking like, maybe this is not true, but yes, believe it because it's all yours. Christy, my beautiful Christy. A message to you, my beautiful Christy, of course. Yes, it's going to be more than great. And let me see, Christy. What is it in the past? And we have here the authority figures. They are here also telling you that the different perspectives that are coming from parents, that are coming maybe from our grandparents, they are teaching us or they are sending us from this new way of learning, because I am becoming one. I am becoming aware. I am becoming also clear in my mind that I am a figure of authority, and that authority, I'm going to let my voice be heard. I'm going to stand on my feet as I am just standing, for example, in front of my people, and I'm going to tell them, okay, this is the way that I like to be doing things, the way that I rule, the way that I move, the way that I think. And I'm going to tell you what is going to be the path we are going to continue and to walk with it with me if you like to come with me. If not, it's okay. I can respect that, but I'm setting my course. And that also is giving you the opportunity and the chance to make your vision clear. You have like this beacon on you, because you are setting your course and you are saying, okay, I'm reaching to that beacon, and that is going to be my only way of going to that beacon. It doesn't matter how I get it, I'm going to be there. That is going to help you a lot, getting your ideas and your thoughts into a new different perspective. Maybe you were thinking about setting a new way of talking to your couple, or maybe even, if I may say, Christy, maybe just to connect in a different perspective with him, because you are going to wind up being friends instead of a couple, because you've learned too many different things. But if he's not able, or if he's not willing to continue to walk next to you in the way you are doing it, you're going to take the decision and you're going to think for yourself, okay, I'm going to continue with my path. And that for you is going to be like releasing, happy, but also a little sorrow, because you were thinking that maybe you could continue with him, but it's not going to be the way you were thinking. And also, you are having here the King of Ariel too. The King of Ariel, the work, the job, everything that you are coming into your thoughts, into your vision, is going to be changing, is going to be moving forward. Is talking about being successful, and also about stable, accomplished, and powerful. And let me share with you, your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using the resources wisely, are coming to you. That is also so great. Also, with the help of the healing activation card. Beautiful. With my healing activation card, what is it that I am doing? And let me remind you something, Christy. When we were doing our Sanando desde mi árbol workshop, I remind you were like so close to the great grandfather, according to that line. And also, it was a figure of authority because he was setting the course for all the family. And you were like, oh, yes, I need to be changing something, but I don't know how to change it. And it's going to be a little harmful, but I'm doing the best that I want, that I can. And it's that kind of thoughts, they are telling you that yes, you are able to heal, you are able to come along and to see, you can release yourself from all thoughts. And it wasn't wrong that you were thinking about those things that time at that time, but it's now not possible to you to continue thinking in that way because you are advancing. So the way you are advancing, you're letting yourself being also pulled apart, and then so you are going to take your chances and and make your choices. Okay, my beautiful Christy. Silvita, Tia China is there with you. And she's sending me a huge hug. I send her two more, please. She says that she will wait until next Tuesday because she doesn't understand English, but you may translate. Yes, Silvita. What about money, money? Thank you. Thank you, Silvita. No, don't miss me a lot. Don't miss me a lot. You can see me here. And also, let me remind you that tomorrow morning on my Spanish channel here on YouTube, Las Velas por Gaby Uribe, tomorrow morning I'm going to explain something about the Lionsgate portal that is going to be so great. We're going to have our meditation. We're going to have also the new discoveries we are setting in our new year, to be bold, to be daring, to be creative, to be uh, kids again, to have a new adventure, just to let our hearts go and fill them with passion and see, yes, I'm coming to this. So it's going to be great. At 11 in the morning, we're going to be talking about the Lionsgate. So it's going to be just great. Patty, on the other hand, you are selling just products. Excellent. Because of the money. Yes, we are going to be doing too many different things. What can you do to improve your business? What can you do to improve your self-believing in your business? So that's a little extra, Patty. That's a little extra. Have I noticed how well I'm doing with my program? Yes, Ceci. So please, more thumbs up. Please, more thumbs up. So if you are enjoying this, if you are feeling happy with this, please, more thumbs up. Patty, what about it? Your mom. What is the teaching about selling just? And I was explaining to one of my students or one of my clients in the afternoon, and as I was saying, mom is teaching me about abundance while dad is teaching me about success. So, in different perspectives, we're seeing the way we are growing, and this is coming to all of us girls. Okay, my mom is teaching me about abundance from the perspective she is also as few as setting the table, as few as just putting everything into the pan and just cooking the dinner. And she's also teaching me about abundance in the way I'm just setting something extra or something different with the leftovers from the last day, and I am doing something completely new. My mom is teaching me how to be able to create with something different, how to become able to give more to different people, while I am also able to understand what is it that I need to do. I'm not breaking my head. I'm just thinking, hey, why not? So, what about it, Patty? What about it? And also connecting with the nine of Raphael and Luke. What about being satisfied about what you were doing? This kind of satisfaction that you say, I'm fulfilled because I'm so happy. I'm selling a product that I love. I'm also connecting with people that are so close to the way that I am thinking, and that they are living the same ideas and the same situations or similar situations to the ones that I am living. And we can come together to complete whatever that we are just growing and learning from different perspectives. So the card is telling to you, Patty, make a wish and dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Yes, great. And look, and why not? The romantic love card is telling you you're setting your course into why not a new relationship. Why not? Maybe you love just, and maybe you love whatever that you are doing. You're giving yourself into service. So it's going to be a great way of learning a different perspective from getting service from different way of being learning it. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and the reflection of a conscious lover. Of course, we are setting our ideas and we're setting everything into a new different way of perspective. It's not that I am thinking that I am not able of completing. I am able to complete. I am able to succeed. I am able to grow. I am able to believe myself that yes, I am daring. And each time I'm more aware that I am able to be the best way that I am. So you can shine and you can light up many lives, and also you are able to give yourself this leap of faith just to grow and to deliver yourself with more joy than you were expecting. You are very welcome, Christy. Patty, you'll be ready to watch. Yes, yes, at 11 tomorrow morning. Ceci, it doesn't let you give me more thumbs up, so please, let's all do the thumbs up, please. Please, Silvita, Ceci, Patty, Christy, Fabi, please give me your thumbs up. And to all the people that are watching this broadcast, please, if you are enjoying it, please give me your thumbs up. Yes, Patty, that is excellent. You are open to learn, to love, and to have fun. That is so great. Wonderful, wonderful cards indeed. And let's just see what about the last reading. So if you would like to have or your last reading, I don't know who would like to have the last reading, but you may ask. And just remember this, when we are just able to deliver ourselves into a new way of love, into a new way of thinking, into a new way of living, and I am adapting myself, just letting myself fill in the course that I am just setting and not just pointing at me or be judging at me in a situation that is not going to be helpful at all. I am able to come across to different rivers, to different situations, to different perspectives. Yes, rivers have their course. Yes, the sea has its own way of going to different kind of lands. But I am also able to see and to understand that I am going to be as great and fulfilled and as fluid as I need, because I'm not setting too many loads on my back. Okay. Thank you, Patty. Yes, Ceci, the last one. You love it. Yes, I'm so glad, happy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Let me see, Ceci. The last cards. Ceci, to you, it's going to be the last cards. Wow, you were a monk or a nun. Hi, Ceci. What were you doing in a past life? And maybe this is going to help you also when we are thinking about the army or the military people, or maybe when we are thinking about being a nun or being a monk. They are like in different kind of group of beliefs, but they are also armies. And this way of thinking, also being a nun, is going to ask you to give some votes on just have some limitations according to money, according to love, according to family, according to different ways. So when our soul is setting this idea of being feeling as a nun, that you may not be able to have a baby, or you might not be able to be in love with a man that you may love, etc., etc., you are setting your course into something that is going to be changed. And when you may change those situations, you are releasing yourself from the idea that you were connected with different perspectives and they needed just to be done in that part of time, but now it's going to be completely different. And also, you have here the divine guidance. Wow, another monk. This is the Hierophant. We are talking about a great monk, and we are talking about the search for the meanings of life and consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends because Archangel Sandalphon is giving you the divine guidance, as well as the throat chakra is telling you that you need to explain, that you need to open. Yes, when we were setting our lives into monks or into nuns, we were not able so easily to speak about too many different things, and now you are able to speak. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression, our sense of peace and balance. Yes, okay, I was a nun, great, but now I know that I am not a nun or a monk anymore. I am able to write, or I am able to feel myself, that I am able to speak whatever I please, whatever I feel, without being judged, without being separated or even killed because the way I was thinking that my life was. So now that I am able to see myself in a different perspective, in a more independent way of living, I am able to see myself growing and just believing in myself that I am able to be me without hesitation and without also the judgment that I was feeling. Okay. Yes, Ceci, you were a monk according to this oracle. So, my beautiful people, it's 10 o'clock. I'm so glad and I'm so happy that you were here with me tonight. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, to give your thumbs up, to also share this broadcast. And I'm going to see you next Friday night, just God willing. We're going to see ourselves here on Friday night and next week in all our broadcasts. As tomorrow, we are going to also have a special broadcast for our Lionsgate. Send you all my love. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. So glad, and I enjoy so deeply our nights with our Friday nights in our readings. So please share this with all the family, the friends, the people that you don't know, who may need these kind of messages, and they are going to be so glad with you once you tell them, okay, this is going to be helpful to you, and you are going to be so great. See you tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening. Have a beautiful night. Patty, thank you. Thank you so much, Patty. Good night. Ceci, good night to you too. Fabi, Silvita, and everyone who were sharing, Christy, who were sharing here your questions. Send you all my love. Have a beautiful evening. See you tomorrow, and well, have a pleasant evening. Bye bye.